Welcome back to our channel, where we dive deep into the fascinating history of coins from around the world. Today, we're exploring a coin that holds not only monetary value but also cultural and historical significances. The 1934 Liberty Walking Half Dollar is a coin that speaks to American history, artistry, and economic resilience. Struck during a period of deep national recovery from the Great Depression, this coin not only carried monetary value but also symbolized the endurance and spirit of the American people. Collectors and historians alike treasure it today for its silver content, design, and place in the larger story of U.S. coinage. The Liberty Walking Half Dollar series was first introduced in 1916, replacing the Barber Half Dollar, which had been in circulation since 1892. The United States Mint wanted to refresh its designs, and engraver Adolph A. Weinman was chosen to bring new life to the half dollar. Weinman was already an accomplished sculptor and engraver, and his vision of liberty was rooted in both classical beauty and American ideals. His walking liberty design would later become one of the most beloved motifs in U.S. numismatics, so iconic that it was revived in 1986 for the American Silver Eagle bullion coin, which continues to be struck today. The obverse of the 1934 Liberty Walking Half Dollar features Lady Liberty striding confidently toward the rising sun. Draped in the American flag, she extends her arm outward, a gesture that symbolizes hope and freedom. In her left arm she carries branches of oak and laurel, representing strength and victory. The sun on the horizon signals a new day, a powerful image of renewal especially meaningful in the 1930s as the nation struggled with the economic hardships of the Great Depression. Around the rim we see the word liberty, while the phrase, "In God We Trust," appears to the right, with the year of issue, 1934, at the bottom. The reverse of the coin showcases a majestic bald eagle perched on a rocky crag, its wings partially spread as though ready to take flight. At the eagle's feet grows a hardy mountain pine sapling, another symbol of strength and endurance. The inscriptions include United States of America, the denomination half dollar, and the Latin motto E pluribus unum, meaning out of many, one. The balance of bold imagery and symbolic meaning makes this coin one of the finest examples of early 20th century coin artistry. The coin itself is composed of 90% silver and 10% copper, weighing 12.5 grams, with a diameter of 30.6 millimeters. This silver content gives it intrinsic value tied to the price of silver bullion, but for collectors, its historical and artistic worth goes far beyond melt value. When minted, the half dollar represented significant purchasing power. 50 cents in 1934 could buy several loaves of bread, a gallon of milk, or even a movie ticket for an entire family. Today, however, its collectible value is what attracts numismatists. The year 1934 is particularly interesting in the Liberty Walking Half Dollar series. Production had been suspended in 1930 and 1931 due to the Great Depression and low demand for coinage. The series resumed in 1933 in small numbers, but 1934 marked a return to larger mintages as the economy began slowly recovering. The Philadelphia Mint struck over 6 million coins, while the Denver Mint produced about 2.3 million, and the San Francisco Mint added another 3.6 million pieces. Each carries its own mint mark, with no mark for Philadelphia, D for Denver, and S for San Francisco. For collectors, these mint marks create variations that affect rarity and value. When discussing the condition of a coin, grading is crucial. The 1934 Liberty Walking Half Dollar in fine condition shows moderate wear but retains clear details. On the obverse, Liberty's figure is worn but still visible, with the folds of her gown discernible though flattened. The branches she carries may show some blending, and the rising sun will appear softer in detail. On the reverse, the eagle's feathers on the breast and legs will be partially worn, but its outline remains sharp. Collectors appreciate fine-grade coins because they balance affordability with enough remaining detail to showcase the artistry of the design. In terms of value, a 1934 Liberty Walking Half Dollar in fine condition typically sells for significantly more than its silver melt value. With silver prices fluctuating, the bullion content provides a base value, but collectors pay premiums depending on mint mark and condition. For example, the 1934 D and 1934 S issues often command higher prices than the Philadelphia issue, since their mintages were smaller. Auction records and coin dealers frequently show that even circulated examples in fine grade can fetch attractive prices, while higher grades like extremely fine or mint state can soar in value, especially with strong eye appeal and luster. Beyond monetary worth, the 1934 Liberty Walking half-dollar carries historical significance. It was minted during Franklin D. Roosevelt's presidency, a time when the New Deal program sought to restore confidence in the American economy. For ordinary citizens, carrying such coins in their pockets was both practical and symbolic. The design itself reflected hope and determination, qualities the nation needed in abundance. Every coin struck in 1934 was part of that larger story of resilience, making it more than just a piece of silver but a piece of history. Collectors often seek the Liberty Walking half-dollar series not only for its beauty but also for the challenge of completing a full set. With dates ranging from 1916 to 1947, and 3 different mint marks, the series offers both common and rare issues. The 1934 is considered a collectible mid-series date, not as common as later issues from the 1940s but not as rare as early teens or key issues like the 1921. As such, it serves as an accessible entry point for collectors building a mid-grade set, while still holding strong historical value. Care and preservation are important for these coins. Collectors should avoid cleaning them, as this can damage the surface and reduce value. Instead, coins should be stored in protective holders or albums to prevent further wear and environmental damage. Even in fine condition, originality and natural toning are prized. Collectors know that every scratch, mark, and worn surface tells part of the story of how the coin was used in daily commerce decades ago. In conclusion, the 1934 Liberty Walking half-dollar in fine condition remains a cherished collectible. With its 90% silver composition, beautiful Weinman design, and historical roots in the recovery era of the 1930s, it stands as more than just currency. It is art struck in silver, a symbol of resilience, and a reminder of the enduring spirit of liberty. For collectors, holding this coin is like holding a small piece of American history in the palm of the hand. Whether appreciated for its beauty, its silver, or its place in numismatic heritage, the 1934 Walking Liberty half-dollar continues to inspire admiration and respect nearly a century after it was struck.